Well, what have we here? If it isn't the TomarStream number 0166. I could have sworn we were going to be playing Ocarina of Time and viewing this latest Tomart. Is that right? Is that what the title says? I believe so. Hello there, Fronald420, Reuniclus X, Maneo82, Dylan. Excuse me, I hope you're all doing well. I need to get some refreshment. Ah, yes, Diet Dr. Pepper, the breakfast of champions. All right, I am gonna drink that very soon. Tomar, don't they poison the Dr. Pepper? Craft dinner hater, is that true? Did someone get into my Dr. Pebble, as Werplevats calls it? Also, hello there, Blurry Night Werplevats, Eddie Valentine, Golden Pen HD, First Time Chatter, Matt and Chat 12, Luna's Not Cool, Basic Fool, uh, Waffle Hater, I Can't Smell, uh, Lenny's here, Arby's Gaming's here, Mr. Goon Bones, Big Bouncing Bongus is here, Wispy Wins, Patrick Gill, another first time chatter, Fluffy's here. I'm your favorite bearded Jewish man. Glad to hear it, Fluffy. There's a lot of bearded Jewish men out there, so I take that to be very high praise. Oski FM, welcome. Kunks, Azuma, of course. You're very welcome here. F Kim's in the house. Diesel9228. First time chatter, Andy McCorbs. First time chatter, Vivid Boop. Oh, and look, it's 8 p.m. Let's start our stream right. Let's start our stream by thanking Will Sucks at Games for the 100 bits. Thank you, Will. Do you prefer coffee or tea? I'm much more of a tea guy, and I would go a step further and say I'm a green tea guy. Not so much a black tea guy, more of a green tea guy. Tomar's recommended voice tea. Dylan's throwing out that ancient secret. Three-time Tiger, welcome. Diesel, I saw you, Diesel. To connect to see if you do some voice acting for my project. You can feel free to send stuff to my email. If I don't want to do it, don't worry. I'll just ignore it. No, but seriously, yeah. If you go to my site, joshtomar.com, it does have my email on it. You can always contact me about voice stuff through there. That's the best place to do it. Coffee Black, hello to you. Okay, Sake 5700. Hey Tomar, have you seen the Oni Plays Iceberg? There's a lot of talk of you smoking meth and beating women. I don't know what to make of the fan driven stuff. I try to take that all with a grain of salt. Because, like, who really goes on the Oni Plays Reddit? Who really goes on there? You know what I'm saying? Redditors, that's who. Anyway, Failed Heart Andy, thank you for resubbing for 14 months. And hello to you and chat. Failed Heart Andy says hello to chat as well. Let's see. Soviet Hulk. There's an Oni Plays Reddit. BRB. Yes, there is. Three-time Tiger. Thank you for the 100 bits. Tomar, have you ever played The Lost Vikings? The main villain has a familiar name. Yeah, I have played The Lost Vikings, though I've definitely never beaten it. Main villain of Lost Vikings. Tomator. That is interesting. What does he look like? Oh, he just looks like a green spaceman. That's right. Because The Lost Vikings is literally about time traveling Vikings. That's like an original Blizzard game, technically, right? Or am I confusing them with something else? I want to say that Lost Vikings is at least made by the company that became Blizzard. If it wasn't made by straight up Blizzard. Because I see Interplay on the box. But, or was it just Lost Vikings 2 that was Blizzard? No, okay, it was published by Blizzard for the GBA. Is that right? That's so confusing. But it was made by Silicon and Synapse. Okay, which is Blizzard. That is Blizzard. That's just their old, like, early 90s name from when they were founded by a bunch of UCLA graduates, according to this Wikipedia article I'm looking at. No, I know it was an SNES game. It just, I think by the time they ported it to GBA, whatever the hell that thing I just said, and Syntax and Silicon and whatever the hell, they already were Blizzard. Someone showed me a goofy video today of AI generated Obama, Biden, and Trump all debating about a Zelda tier list. I thought that was kind of funny. That's sort of low effort content is right up my alley. I have to admit. Luna's not cool. Thank you for the 55 bits. Hype train moment. Charlie, thank you for the dime. We do have a hype train going on, but it's not very hype at the moment. It is a mere level 1 hype train. Got my hair did, and it's wonderfully short now, and it's giving me good feels. Good on you, Charlie. I had the PlayStation port. Thank you, Eddie, for resubbing for 11 months. Tomar, is it true? The classic anime Golden Boy was a true story of your life when you traveled around on your bicycle and learned about life, love, and coding in C++. Wait a minute. I don't remember anything about coding in C++ from Golden Boy. Am I just forgetting a critical part of the Golden Boy arc? I'll be honest, I haven't watched all of Golden Boy. Someone finally showed it to me for the first time, like not recently, but in like, I want to say in like 2015, 2016, I finally checked it out, and it was insisted that I watch Golden Boy and specifically watch it dubbed. And I thought it was fun. I watched, I think, the first like 4 episodes. There's not a lot, right? It's not a super long series. Thank you, the Great Newt, for the 100 bits. Great Newt won't.
No talent, mediocre piece of shit.
Thank you for the no talent bong. Guess that really helped the hype train. The Great Newt, yeah, thank you for the 100 bits. Won't Woot just applied for a new cooking job. Fingers crossed. Oh, what kind of cooking job, the Great Newt? I assume you have aspirations to be a pro chef. Is that a correct assumption? It's a cool career. Downer Texture, thank you for subbing. We have a few new subs. Downer Texture and the Doo-Doo Drinks. Welcome to both of you to the subscriberverse. And then the Doo-Doo Drinks. Okay, yeah, I got the Doo-Doo Drinks. Big Bouncing Bongus, I thank you so much for that no talent, for those 777 bits. I do appreciate those, even if they result in me getting yelled at by Doug Levison. Golden Pen HD, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Tommy, do you know any language besides instance? I know a little bit of Hebrew. I went to Hebrew day school for literally like kindergarten through 8th grade. So I should know Hebrew pretty well, but you know, I've spent maybe like 7 weeks of my entire life in Israel, so haven't gotten a ton of, and the last time I was there, I was 16, so I haven't gotten a lot of Hebrew practice in as of late. But Ivrit, Ktsat. Ivrit is how you say Hebrew in Hebrew, and Ktsat means a little bit. It's like skosh in Japanese. Uh, what cool things do you recommend seeing in Israel? Asked Reuniclus X. Honestly, my favorite stuff was like all the weird historical stuff. There were underground tunnels beneath the old city of Jerusalem that are partially flooded. So you're like waist deep in water for a lot of the hike through those tunnels, but it's really cool because they're just like dark cover tunnels that go back I don't know how many, maybe thousands of years even. I don't know if those really date back to the original temple or not. I have no idea. Um, then Masada was cool. That's another sort of ancient city with a crazy story behind it, where a bunch of like Jewish revolutionaries sort of holed up in this city up on a hill and staved off a Roman attack. But with them, but yeah, but it's got a dark ending because eventually the Romans were able to get their road built up. Yeah, then yeah, exactly. Suicide Masada El Degusta. That's the spoiler. Is everybody committed suicide before the Romans could make it. Uh, and then one of my absolute favorite thing I did, although again this was just arranged by whatever tour we were on, but going to the archaeological, like we went to an active archaeological dig site where we were literally like underground in like a half in like a room that was like half filled with sand. And I remember it was apparently a place where they would have kept and raised like carrier pigeons. Because there were all these little shelves in the wall, and that's what the archaeologist on site was explaining to us. Those were for. They were like little cages for the carrier pigeons, and I just remember just thinking it was so cool to be in an active dig site. Probably not one considered to be of like incredible significance because they let tourists inside, but like it really was in the middle of being excavated. So yeah, it was all the like historical stuff I really liked. The spiritual stuff I'm not as into, but I did visit visit the holiest mikveh in Sfat, which is a mikveh is like a Jewish holy bath. Basically, it was a bathhouse, like a religious bathhouse. And I remember only the dudes could go in, and I was like, you know what, I'm a dude, and I'm not gonna get this opportunity again. So I went and took a bath in. I think it is filled. It was filled by like a local natural hot spring and stuff. But yeah, it was a big communal bath situation. Uh, Besides that, it was like honestly, like I've never been to Europe, but I got the impression it's a very European like city. It's not like it felt honestly like not that different from America. When I say city, I'm talking about like Jerusalem and Tel Aviv and like the major cities I went to. Uh, Even Sfat. Like it's a very modern country. Uh, it was fun stuff. Did I plant a tree? I'm pretty sure I did, Uncle Christians. Oh yeah, I also stayed uh with a, there was this section of the trip where we were allowed to go stay with relatives, but I don't have any relatives in Israel, so I went with one of my friends to stay with his like aunt and uncle and cousins who lived on a kibbutz. I can't remember what part of Israel is this, but a kibbutz is, you know, a Jewish farming commune. They exist throughout Israel. Most of them are sort of propped up by the government at this point. They're not truly self-governing communes, but uh, but a lot of the ones that are still around are, you know, they're commercial farming operations essentially. Uh, but yeah, that was fun too. They you know lived on a giant loquat orchard, which I don't know if anyone here's had a loquat, but it's, you know, it's like basically a type of tiny orange. They're nice and sweet and tart. I really liked them. That's the only time in my life I've had loquats. But yeah, they were just growing everywhere. And the family had like 7 outdoor cats that were always just like roaming the property. And they had bumper pool, which I think is a popular sport in Israel. I'd never seen a bumper pool table in my life, but I learned how to play bumper pool. Yeah, loquat is, I think, yeah, similar to a kumquat in terms of like genetically speaking. But yeah, I still have all these memories from being 16. So obviously I had a fun time when I was there. Uh I realized that was a long tangent about Israel. But that brings us almost up to 8:15. I got to catch up on 7 minutes worth of stuff, which I guess is how long I've been talking. Uh Big Bouncing Bongus, thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you very much for the 500 bits. And Hype Hey Friends, I assume that's just an emote. Warplebots, thank you for the 100 bits. Luna's Not Cool, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the subscribers. Ghostly Ghoul GX, thank you for the dime. It's the last day of Black History Month, Tomar. Thank you for your contributions to the black community. I don't know if I've made any direct contributions to the black community that felt backhanded. Ghostly Ghoul GX. Big Bouncing Bongus, thank you for the 18 bits. I like the hentai panel comic hat. That's not what this is. You know that's not what this is. Baby Skull Crusher. I don't know how I feel about your name, but presumably you wait until they're skulls before you crush them. Just not inside skin. But thank you for subbing. And yo, it's Caitlin. Thank you. I'm sensitive to this stuff now that I have a baby. Oh, you're saying it's Skull Crusher, that's a baby. So that's pretend potatoes take. I prefer that interpretation, actually. We'll go with that. You're Skull Crusher, but you're the baby version. And Warplevots, thank you for the 100, 200, 300 bits. And Brinbag, thank you for the 200 bits. Hey to you too, Brinbag. I am the baby version, lol. Maya is safe. Okay, thank you for clarifying, Baby Skull Crusher, with your first ever contribution to chat. Oh, cool, you're a dad now. Way to go, Tomar. Love that for you and Shaxi. Thank you, Popo Dong. I'm a proud dad now. Let's look at some Tomart. Let's look at some freaking Tomart. What do you say, my dudes? Twitter.com. Twitter done. Here, Tomart. No, specifically need hashtag Tomart latest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I think I got Captain DN's late contribution from last time. I feel like I missed this one, though. By Ellie Hanby. Here, I'm just going to share this, and we'll go through it. All right. Ba-boom. So, did I see this one last time? I don't remember catching this. But this is by Eli Hanby, I think, or Ellie. It's probably Eli. Gosh, Emperor of Mankind. Oh gosh, I like inhaled and like clogged up my ears. I had to pop them again. Gosh, Emperor of Mankind, thank you for resubbing with for 14 months. But yeah, we got this nice Tomar portrait. In case you can't tell by the Tomar t-shirt, there's also a Tomar label right above the head. Hey, Fliluffy. We're probably going to play Ocarina of Time after we go through our Tomart. That was my plan. We just beat the Fire Temple? Yeah, I think we just beat the Fire Temple in game last time. So what comes next, I don't even remember. That's kind of been the excitement of this replay. Because it's been so long since I've actually played Ocarina of Time. Hope the certification prep is going good, Tomar. And I've clarified, this is me accepting my ZWS certificate from this big nosed fellow, whoever that may be. You can use your imagination. The Great Newt, thank you for the dime. My cooking job is on a fishing island, very North Ontario. Staying there for 5 months. Oh, wow. That sounds kind of fun. Like, I hope they don't work you to death so you can, like, enjoy that island life. It's a 5-month gig, though. I hope you have a good time, The Great Newt, and I hope you get good enough internet service to keep joining us on stream. But if not, you got to report back when you get home. I want to hear about your cheeseburger in paradise. That I stole that from Bing Bong De Niro. But I do want to. You will. What kind of food are you going to be cooking? I'd be excited to know. Fill us in. I want to hear about your saga, The Great Newt, as an island cookman. The Island Cookman saga, starring The Great Newt. So yeah, I definitely remember seeing this one by Golden Pen. Wait, actually, did I? This is from February 24th. So you know what? No. I had seen this, but I don't think I had displayed any of these. See, I do remember. See, this is from the 21st. This was on Tuesday. So you guys probably did see that one. I do remember bringing that up. Anybody else lagging, ass Hattie Flat? Oh no. Is there a problem? I'm going to bring up my Twitch dashboard to make sure everything's A-okay. It looks good to me. So this one's from Golden Pen HD. This is Tomar and Pizza Tower. I can kind of see how this guy's like, he's got that nice pixel style going on. I like that. He seems very timid. He's got a big ass. He's got a big ass, that Tomar. Let me tell you. And the spookiest skeleton, thank you for resubbing for 2 months now. Tomar, do you think you might play the Kings of Hell demo? I don't think it's too hot for Twitch. Also, congrats on the kid. You're going to be a great dad. Thank you very much. I don't know anything about Kings of Hell, but I'll make a point to look it up maybe for a next time. Too hot for Twitch? Like, hold on. What's Kings of Hell? What's Kings of Hell? What is it even on? What the hell is Kings of Hell? Kings of Hell game? Demo will be dropping in 1 hour, boyos. Strawberry Octai? Is that... I don't see anything called Kings of Hell. Is that... Am I looking at the right thing? Oh, this must be the right thing. Strawberry Octi. Okay, and it's on Itch.io. And it says, yes, I have to verify I'm 18 or older. Is this safe? Is this trailer safe to watch on Twitch? Hold on. I hope I don't regret this, but I'm going to blindly watch a trailer for something. Look, it's on YouTube. It can't be that bad, right? Famous last words. Here, let's bring this up. This is whatever. This is Kings of Hell. I'm already confused. I guess this is the overworld. I mean, I guess it's kind of gory, but it's like cartoon gory. I'm worried to find out what makes this 18 plus. Because if it's just the gore, I guess, whatever. But it doesn't seem like it ought to be... That just seems like it would just be a normal, like, rated M type game. This is not a... Oh, this is a VA showcase. So, like, voice acting? Okay. Not to be mean. Cutscene showcase, voice act... Wait. So, yeah, these are just voice acting. Is there just a trailer? Enfer trailer? What is that? Okay. This is the last thing. This is the last thing I need. I'm not saying the voice acting's bad. I'm just like it's just a guy shouting like commands and stuff over and over again. Like it's maybe just not what I was expecting. Okay, so again, this is just pitching like a character at me. All right. Well, that's interesting, I guess. I'm over it. I'm good. Let's go back to Tomart. I don't know if I'm gonna play that demo. I was not sold on it by any of that. By any of that. I'm sorry. That doesn't mean it's a bad game. It just did not grab me. And thank you, 3-time Tiger, for the gifted sub to Hattie Flat. Golden Pen HD, thank you for the 100 bits. Damn, Tomart is tearing into this game. I haven't even played the game. I just... like, they just wanted to get materials out, and I'm sure it's good materials for people who are already hype on the game, but I feel like I was not exposed correctly to the pitch trailer, you know what I'm saying? You guys can say I'm cruel or whatever. These are fun, though. Here's some Oni Play stuff. It's Chris with his gun-toting Geodude, and Corey's Raticate or Ratata. There's me looking at my Pokedex. Oh, look, I have hair in this version. I like this. I like this artist. They gave me beautiful head of hair popping out of my hat. There's me with my little Weedle. Weedle. And Zach with his whatever that thing is, that later gen thing that I couldn't tell you the name of. Those are cute. Those are fun. Thank you, Nico Muda, or Nico Muda, as you are known on the Twitter.com. Here's a Sire thing. So I wasn't gonna post any more Tomart ever again, but it turns out today. Oh, today's your birthday, Tomar. Not true, by the way. Scug, thank you for resubbing for 13 months now. College has me missing too many Tomar streams. Well, thanks for dropping in this time, Scug. I know college can be real busy. All right. It was Tomar's birthday. How could I not make something stupid and low effort for your 51st birthday? I'm turning 37 in a week, for what it's worth. Today's the 28th, so a week from tomorrow is my real birthday. Is my real birthday coming up? March 8. March 8 is my real birthday, if anyone wants to know. Abandon college, learn AWS with TomarStream. If only it was that easy. Oh, I did make that noise. That really did come out of me. See, I can do it again. I forgot about that. That was during one of our bony plays. Oh, we got more stuff from Amtod. At Amtod_. Aesthetic Tomar is revisiting traditional art on account of the fact my Apple Pen has kicked the bucket. Oh, sorry to hear that, Todd. Keen to do some stuff with wood or clay in the near future. These are very fun. There's like punk rocker Tomar and more like, I guess, not punk rocker so much as what, like more like metal head Tomar. What, I don't know what I'm talking about. There's like suave romantic Tomar in his blazer. There's cool wizard Tomar. I really like wizard Tomar there. There's there's like dad coming home from work in the like 19th century Tomar, and I get, well, I'd say 19th century if he weren't holding a like a cup with a Java jacket on it. But I like the classic look. And then this is like Sailor Fuku Tomar, which I'm not as big a fan of, but I'm always impressed by your renderings there, Todd. I am. Hipster Mar. That's a good way to refer to this guy. This dude belongs to like an 1800s style baseball league. I do know a guy like that, and he's a cool guy actually. He's an animator. Uh, let's see. Golden Pen, thank you for the 100 bits. Are we gonna have a special Tomar stream next Tuesday? Or are you gonna spend time with the family? Oh, I mean, I'll spend time with the family on my actual birthday, but that's Wednesday, so I figure I'll have a normal Tomar stream Tuesday. I'm gonna reserve the right to go. Screw you guys! It's my birthday on either the Tuesday or the Thursday that week, just as like an easy out. But I was still planning on doing it on streaming next week, normal, since my birthday is on Wednesday. Okay, a little drawing of Tomar reacting to his wee babby taking her first vaccine. Tomar is a good lad with talent and creativity. Only on Tomar. Yeah, Maya actually just got her Hep B and her flu shot today, of all days. So I think she's at 6 months. She's gone through most of her like early vaccine schedule stuff at this point. But oh, there's so dang many vaccines. Oh my god. And Noah James Rogers, thank you for subbing for 9 months and congrats on earning your 4th Tomar Emerald. I have no power, but I'm still here for the Tomar stream. Oh, dang. You got on your phone to Tomar stream? I'm touched. And I hope your power comes back post haste. I hate being without power. Captain DN, thank you for the 200 bits. Tomar, why is your birthday my fiance's court date? I'll be sure to sing happy birthday in the courtroom. Do I want to know the story behind that, Captain DM? Court date like for like to get out of like a speeding ticket, or like court date for like you know what? I don't want to know if it's something serious. But yes, exactly. He always speeds. He always speeds. Well, what are you going to do? He is going to hopefully beat the ticket if the cop doesn't show up. I hear that's like a thing, right? If the cop doesn't actually make the appearance, then the judge will just be like, whatever. I'm throwing this out. I'm not waiting for the cop. I'm not going to reschedule this. But basically, if the cop does show up, I hear it's usually you're screwed, and like they'll take his word over yours. His or her word, I should say. I'll be sure to sing happy birthday in the courtroom. Well, yeah. And don't explain to the judge why you're singing happy birthday, by the way. Thankfully, I am a Shriner, so I get out of tickets, says A LMAO 1999. Oh, yeah, that doesn't reek of corruption, A LMAO. Way to brag about your personal abuse of authority. Here live on stream. Let's see. Unless you're a lawyer and you wisely were silent to the cop. What is that? What does that even mean, El Degusta? What do I know? I don't know anything. I don't know anything about the legal system. I'm gonna stop pretending I do. All right. Thank you, F. Kim, for that final submission. And let's play some Zelda, right? Spooky Skeleton said, "Man, I thought Kings of Hell had a trailer. You're doing yourself a disservice by not having it. It's Zemdo with his classic ask. His or her, I don't know. Zemdo with their classic ask of Tomar? Tomar? Hello there, Zemdo. Zemdo of the Twitch staff persuasion. Hello, Joshua Tomar. It has been a Godo night. What does Godo mean? I guess I'm not familiar with that one. Urgot Fantasy, first time chatter. Work's been busy. I couldn't ask weekly anymore. Oh, it's fine, Zemdo. I appreciate you making an appearance. I know what it's like to be busy at work at a tech company, of all things. I didn't make the game. It's got some really good... I know you didn't make... Oh, I didn't assume you made the game, The Spookiest Skeleton. It's got good art and skimpy outfits and some really vulgar language. Is that what makes it 18 plus? The vulgarity? Godo is the name of the bird companion in the new Tears of the Kingdom Zelda game. I didn't know that, peeps. I wonder how long it will take for Tomar to reach the forest temple. There's no telling, really. But with that, let's start our project, shall we? Our project. All right. I'll enter that shiz. And eventually it'll show up on screen. This one always likes to be finicky. We can hear it. I wonder when we'll get to see it. There we go. My statement regarding the origin of Godo and the bird was not true. I believe that the person just made a typo. Oh, they just meant to type good. That makes sense too. All right, we have 2 cool little tokens now. Is it even possible to go back at this stage in the game? I can't remember. Or do you have to learn a special song? Will you let me go back, Sheikman? It looks like you have the skills you need. The forest girl is waiting for your help. Yeah, he's like guarding the gate to time. He won't even let me stick my sword up in that hole, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, literally stick the sword in that hole, and that's all I meant. Technically, I went a little out of order. Did I miss something? You say I went out of order. I just did what the game let me do. Now we have to run past all the zombiloids. You can't scare me. I'm an adult Link now. Was I really supposed to do the forest temple first? Oh, cool. I could have sworn Navi was all like, you should go to Kakariko Village, so that's why I did. Now you guys are telling me I jumped the gun. I just did what little Navi told me. Manoyo82, thank you for the gifted sub to our staff friend Zemdo. I wonder what's going on in the forest right now. I'm worried about Saria, too. Well, let's go to the forest, I guess. There it is, over in the distance. Oh, I just needed to go to Kakariko for the hook shot. Oh, that makes sense. Whatever. Now we have the hook shot and the hammer. Yeah, don't you love that? That was worth it. Well, that also explains why I struggled a little bit. I did some things out of order. But it was fun. Oh no! What's happened to my beautiful Kokiri forest? Now they don't even talk to me. Now they just die. House of the Great Mido, boss of the Kokiri. What's he up to? Oh, let's rob him. Freaking, he has a green rupee in a chest. Oh, he's got a blue rupee in that one. I'm gonna rob you. That was just a freaking heart. Why is that fairy following you around? You're not one of us. I see. You didn't have any problems entering the forest, mister. Did the meanies out there bother you much? Before the great Deku Tree died, you wouldn't see things like that around here. Since it's dangerous outside, I always stay inside my house, but I'm bored to death in here. Well, I'm safe and not being eaten by Deku scrubs. Let's see, where's the shop? Ooh, magical potion. I mean, I guess the guy from the original shop moved to... Oh no, there is still a Kokiri shop. I don't need any other junk. Hi, mister. You can't use Deku Shield. It's only for kids. You can buy arrows at a shop only if you have a bow. Have you got one, mister? No. I think you do. This is where you get the bow and arrow, right? Well, that works well. I want to visit the old Deku Tree. Got some Deku nuts. I mean, it seems like all there is here is overgrowth, huh? Are there any cool hidden secrets, or am I just wasting my time? Tomar, did you collect the rupee behind the shop? There's a rupee behind the shop? Which city in Louisiana would you like to explore if you ever wanted to, Tomar? I don't know. I'll be honest. My only memory of Louisiana is getting ticketed for literally doing like 2 miles an hour over the speed limit when I moved here in 2009. That was my last time in Louisiana. Was getting pulled over by an absolute dickhead cop. And I probably still have some sort of warrant out for me there, so I don't think I can go back. They'll be like, with interest, your unpaid parking ticket comes out to like $300,000. Or sorry, speeding ticket. It really was ridiculous. Like, I saw the cop, and I was like, oh, whatever, I'm going 2 miles over. I like basically going the speed limit. And then he still followed me. And he was like, yeah, you have to show up at court here. And I'm just like, I'm on my way out. And he's like, oh, well, you can just mail your money. And I'm just like, I'm all right. But I never did it. I never paid it because it's bullshit. And it was against my Florida driver's license, which I also haven't used in forever. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to come back out this way. I meant to go into the Lost Woods. Oh, wait, someone mentioned a rupee behind the shop. I don't know if you were just messing with me, but I'm gonna go check. There was nothing behind the shop. Now I'm peeved. Now you've got me all ornery. You're saying the shop's in the corner? I mean, no, that was the shop. I've had enough of listening to chat. I've had enough of it. But I'm gonna explore just a little more. What's this again? House of the Know-It-All Brothers. Is there anything cool behind their house? Hold on. Can I... There! I got over it. I have a small fleeting sense of accomplishment from doing that. I don't care about these alleged 5 to 10 rupees you guys want me to go out of my way for. This is the shortcut back to Goron Village, isn't it? What are you? Though you wear Kokirish clothing, you can't fool me. Well, I mean, it's like a red version of it. I promise Saria I would never let anybody go through here. Do I have to prove that I'm like a cool dude? Maybe if I play him Saria's song, as in downright left, downright left. It's a good point. This guy shouldn't be able to stop me. That melody? Saria plays that song all the time. Do you know Saria? That song? Saria taught that song only to her friends. Okay, I trust you. No way a guy could have ever overheard a song. I don't know why, but I remember him. It's not like it's the actual music playing in the background right now. Is this a trick? I feel like I'm being entrapped. just doing this the cheap way. Alright, I'm getting lost. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. No, we're not. What? I swear I didn't know that was there. Forest stage. We are waiting to see your beautiful face with fabulous prizes. This just looks like a trap. I don't understand. I don't know what's happening right now. Does anybody know what's happening right now? Is this the first tome of Mar playthrough of OOT? It's not the first, but it might as well be. I haven't really played through this game since I was in, like, what, middle school? See, this one's like a straight up dead end, isn't it? You're saying it's an easy path, F. Kim, but am I looking for something in particular? When I see, I don't know why, but I remember him. You know him. Is this the thing that is like a shortcut to Lake Hylia or something? No, that was something. That was from the Zora's domain. What is this? Oh, this is a shortcut to Zora's River. Yeah, I know I'm looking for Saria. And it's gotta be through here somewhere. I mean, this path is blocked. This path is valid, but useless. Isn't this where I swear, yeah, like, I remember specifically, like, finding accidentally the whole entrance to the Forest Temple area when I was here as a kid. I just, don't remember what the hell else to do. These are all gonna be exits. I swear I already did all this crap. Can I blow these up? Alright. Look at his big red eyes. God, they're slow. Alright, alright. Yeah, look around corners. Gotcha. Gosh, take your time, would you? You can murder him. Well, that felt satisfying. Alright, well now that I can kill them, this doesn't seem so bad. There he is. The little dickens. Alright. Die! That glitched out a little bit. Don't mind me. How could you? Moblino? The momentum on the swimming is annoying because I won't really be wanting to climb up and he'll just do it. Oh, come on. There's no way this isn't a bit, says Blowing Guns. Yeah, okay. Yeah, die! Oh, come on. I just wanted to kill him very badly. Okay. I'm satisfied. Who does this guy think he is? I'm gonna finish you. Ooh. 15 rupees. No problem. By the way, thank you, going back about 15 minutes, thank you Borg9 for resubbing for 7 months. Tomar, please kill that child with the Megaton hammer. I don't know who you were talking about, but I will next time. Haas and Pepperoni, thank you for the 100 bits. Tomar, what have you done? Sorry I'm late, by the way, guys. Oh, no worry. We just had a really embarrassing time getting to the Forest Temple. Three-time Tiger, thank you for the 100 bits. Tomar, look. Tomar, look, it's you. Yes, it's really you. Okay. Lick6, thank you for resubbing for 14 months. 14 months with Big Tommy, says Lick6. All right.
The flow of time is always cruel. Its speed seems different for each person, but no one can change it. A thing that doesn't change with time is a memory of younger days. In order to come back here again, play the Minuet of Forest.
Thank God there's a way to get back here again. A up, left, right, left, right. Okay. Really want to establish how many 10-year-olds have probably reached the Forest Temple 60 times faster than you. You know what? Those 10-year-olds had more time to dedicate to Ocarina of Time than I do lately, okay? Okay? And I did this, mind you, as basically a 10-year-old, and I was fine. I regressed. What? I've been spoiled by modern gaming's many conveniences and luxuries. You have learned the Minuet of Forest. Papoose, I'll see you again. So all that song does is teleport me back to the Forest Temple. Do 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 do. Where's Saria? I sure hope she didn't just become the guardian of the little temple emerald. That would be silly. I guess they're not really emeralds, they're like little medallions. And thank you, Urgot Fantasy, for joining the subscriberverse. Oh, this classic song. These guys are a lot easier to kill with the Master Sword, huh? Oh, come on. There you go. These werewolves are too much for me. Alright, here we go. Sick of these dang spiders. Wow, yeah, the Forest Temple theme is all coming back to me now. Uh-oh. Those 4 specters have stolen the flames. I suppose I'll have to hunt them each down and recover them. I suppose. I can't go this way. There's a locked door. So I can move this thing. Yeah, I forget the song. I forget the stupid song. I don't know. Zelda's Lullaby. Or is the Song of Time? Is that the one I want for this? No, I don't think so. Down, up, right, down. Or was it the song? Maybe it is. Crap. No, I think it is the Song of Time that affects these. This doesn't feel right. Yeah. Right A down. Okay. It's the Bolero of Tomar. The fights in the dungeon are scary. Can you please tell me when they're over so I can open my eyes? Okay, Blowing Kunks. I won't subject you to spooky ghostery. Man, you suck. And by you, I mean me at this game. Some hearts, maybe? No? Okay, fine. I can't remember. Do we still have any fairies? Nope. I have a Poe. I should have gone and sold that dang Poe while I was in Hyrule Town. Rat. Oh well. No, don't turn that way. Oh, wait. All right. All right, we found something. What do we get? What do we get? It's the map. I don't know. Which door did I come through? That was not my intention. I'm gonna die, you guys. Is there a way to drain the water on this? I'm gonna drown. We got this. We got this. Just a bit of a learning curve. Just a minor learning curve situation. Can you still hook onto chests in this game? Oh. Oh, you can, but you can't. You can, but you can't. There we go. Just had to get the angle right. Wow, I got one heart. Enough to stop the beeping at least. Give me wallet. Me need big ol' wallet. So this is a totally different room from the one we started in, huh? I thought you could hook shot onto the vines. Well, not these vines. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to get to these. And yet... Yes! The beeping's back. But I drain the well. Is this not climbable either? Or is it just not like the angle I'm coming from? Oh well, screw it. Tomar, do you plan on draining the swamp next? Let's just stop at the well. I guess I'm not that ambitious. Sorry, Kunks. I need hearts. Oh, look, hearts. As if sent from above. Ooh, a small key. Is there anything special in this little moat? Seems like it's just there for decorative purposes.
Where does this lead?
This is the room I was originally in. This is how I came in here. And that one I just gotta get past. Oh! A murder of hearts. We're back at 100%. Do you know you call a group of hearts a murder of hearts? That's an actual real-life factoid. Okay. This time I'm gonna, like, try not to fall down. Oh wait, no, we've already done all this. Whatever, draining the thing, I guess, was our goal so we could get that key. So let's just... Oh, that Octorok's lucky he ducked. When that locked behind me. Interesting. What do we got here? Some magic. Tomar's gonna drain the swamp, put a lot of bad men out of business. Taco Man, by the way, I missed you 9 minutes ago, but thanks for resubbing with Prime for 16 months. One step closer to the Tomar Empire. Alright. Is there something hidden in this corner here? Doing. There are arrows painted on the floor. Yeah, I saw 'em. I done seen 'em. I want to see what was behind this Muslim block. Okay, it's a path over here. It seems like they want me to return these back to Islam, their proper home. I know Islam is not a place, for the record. These must be returned to Medina. Alright. We should be able to follow the arrows painted conveniently on the floor. We never really went up this ladder, though, did we? What is here, I wonder? Oh. Another holy block. Ooh. Well, we're following the arrow, evidently. I can't do anything about that without a bow and arrow now, can I? Can't blind a guy with a hook shot these days. Just doesn't work. Well, I rolled. Alright. Let's keep on going. Oh wait, is this the one I was just messing with? Oh, that worked out. It totally is. Cool, cool. This just goes back into this room. All right, let's keep climbing. More of these guys. don't have another small key, though. Does the hook shot work on these silver eyes? No. 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 Well, after all that, I guess I'm going back into the main part of the temple. I forgot just how much backtracking you could wind up doing in this game. Yeah, I know I'll need an arrow to shoot at the eyes. Wait, is this the way I came in? Did I get myself all turned about? Yep. 100% the case. Oh man, watching me play Zelda's like... Well, I don't know. Come up with your favorite metaphor for something incredibly frustrating. Man, the compass would really come in handy for a guy with my sense of direction. Yeah, okay. I'm just backtracking again. All right. Have I been through this high door? Through this ho door? This high door, ho door, high hum? Alright, we got the sculptula. Here we go. Yeah. Come on, make your move. All right, we got one. Now it's easy pickings. Come at me, bro. Tomart quoted as saying, "Come at me, bro," unironically in 2023. Okay, maybe it was a little ironic. Yeah! We beat the Skeletoids. Small key, small key. Small key. Ooh. I see a fairy. We got it. No. Why do I need that ocarina? I need my hammer. Okay, I know where I can use my small key now. Oh, Hassan Pepperoni. As much as I really don't care for this dungeon specifically, I love watching main man Tomio have to deal with the same shit I hate. Well, thank you? Yeah, this is to make all you guys feel better about how not as bad as me you are. That was always my intention, of course. I'm doing this for you guys. Also, Vernthrax, thank you for resubbing for 21 months. And yo, right back at you. Tomar, here, there's a small key at the top of the tree trunks at the front gate. Wait, really? At the top of the tree trunks? I'm glad you told me, because I wouldn't have known no better. Okay, so the one with no railings, I'm pretty sure this is the way out front. Not my intention. Stop. Jesus. I was trying to roll backwards and he kept picking it up. Top tier OOT gameplay. I swear, if I have to fight these guys and you were lying about the tree trunks thing. Yeah, this totally got past me. No! Close enough. Alright. You'll destroy the gold sculpture. Platforming mastery. Thank you, F. Kim, for the tip. That would have probably pissed me off. Didn't make the most graceful landing. I thought if I held my shield out, that wouldn't happen. Whatever. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead and out of this world. Which is, of course, the lyrics to the theme song to acclaimed FX comedy, What We Do in the Shadows, based off the independent film of the same name. Does anybody here watch What We Do in the Shadows? That is a fun, it's a fun show. I think one of the few decent comedies still on TV. I do recommend it for those who haven't gotten a chance to check it out yet. Yeah, the show is definitely, like, different from the film. It's certainly informed by the, like, style of the film, though. It still has the whole kind of, like, mockumentary thing going on. No, that's right, Baffy Lamb. We are not sponsored by What We Do in the Shadows or the FX network. Does Fox still own FX, or is that Disney now, too? It's so confusing. Everybody buys everybody. Okay, we're going through. What the hell? This corridor is all twisted. Thank you. I needed you to point that out.
Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling.
This isn't one of those places where hands grab you, is it? I bet I can't do anything about these little guys until I have the bow and arrow, huh? Classic lull. Surely this is the chamber of one of these phantom ghosts. How come you can just walk right over that? How is that fair? They just didn't want to figure out the pathfinding algorithm. There wasn't enough disk space left. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Hammer beats sword every time. Oh, maybe I should try a little harder. Yeah. All right, there's some nice frame lag. Got ya. Oh, what is this? Is this my classic B and A? It's gotta be. Oh, it's gotta be. Oh, it's gotta be. Yeah, the fairy bow. This is a game changer right here. I liked you, Hammer. But this seems like a good loadout to me. Oh my god. Can't even hit a pot. Go back to Zelda school. Okay, usually the one with the little engraving above the door is the way. Or yeah, let's... Oh, you bastard. Okay, I get it. Okay, all right. Nowhere to run, bucko. I assume I can't hurt these guys while they're doing all this. I'm just gonna use the bow and arrow on you. Come on. Don't waste my time, Blue Flame. That's right. Give it back. Oh, is that the compass? Am I still getting cool stuff? The master key even? Yeah, the compass. Everything's coming up Tomar. Alright. One Poe down, 3 Poes to go. Yeah, I don't have the small key. What happened? What the heck? Oh, there's another... Oh. All right, another Poe. Don't you know? I wonder if his fighting style will vary wildly from the guy we just fought. Got ya. Alright, after that attack, he'll materialize, and we moiter him. Small key, small key. Small Kia for Mia. Alright. Go back across. We're getting there, you guys. You ever look at a guy or like a picture of a guy or like a drawing of a guy and thought, damn, if my life was a bit different, I might hit that. I don't know what you're implying, the spookiest skeleton. No, I don't find that situation relatable. I'm sure somebody does. Oh, also, hold on a sec. Spicy Poop Sweats, 9 minutes ago. Thank you for resubbing for 4 months. Would you rather burn the bottom of your feet or rip out your fingernails? Probably burn the bottom of my feet. Fingernails are not... That just seems awful. And especially as someone who just got an ingrown toenail taken care of yesterday. I think burn my feet would be the winner. Also, Hassan Pepperoni, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, dude, honest opinion. It's kind of a silly question, but A Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time? It's really hard for me to say. I love both. I do. I played both as a child. I loved both as a child. I don't know. Did I have it cut out? I mean, the ingrown, yeah, and acid put where, you know, to shrink the size of the nail. I didn't get it totally removed, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, I can't say. They're both excellent games. Milk Gogi, thank you for the gifted sub to Mono Amomo 1963. This is an Escher room. Shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Okay, so it's warning me again. You're in an evil Escher room. Do not succumb to the Escher bots. Freaking hand! You creep! You absolute creep! Well, I guess I need to... I need to find another small key. This room's kind of a weird one, huh? Is there any point to my going up here? Doesn't feel like it. I think I'm gonna have to go back to the main part of the dungeon where we came from, and try shooting my arrow into some eyes. See what happens. Isn't there one of my songs technically can bring me back to the entrance, right? Can anybody remember which one that is? I want to say Sun's song does it. Right down up. Oh, that doesn't work. I swore that I had a song that could take me back to the entrance. I know it's not the Song of Time. I know normally Sun's song changes time of day. Or the weather, or something like that. Alright. I guess we're just gonna have to run back. Now I wish the hand had just grabbed me all along. What a bane. You're saying the forest song will do it? I mean, it would definitely take me out in front of the temple at the very least. And what's another game? What other game has God tier frustration, depression equal to Noita? I don't know. There's all kinds of roguelites like that. This is saying... Oh, I should just let the hand take me, shouldn't I? Come get me, pal. There we go. Roll past the wolves. Run in the door. We're all set. Yeah, we got 2 of these lit up already. We been in here before? Oh, come on, Link. Where's your spirit? We were able to glitch this net last time. What's the difference now? Link suddenly feels bad. Suddenly we have a conscience, do we, Link? A conscience, I mean. That's satisfying. It's a bit satisfying. Welcome to the bootleg Tomar stream. Also, Hui64, thank you for subbing with Prime. Navi's always trying to get me to go over there. But I don't know how. What? A switch goes both ways? That makes no sense. I'm done with this area. Let's go find some more eyes to shoot. see, what's this one on the left again? Start a poll. Gonna try this area on for size. Remember there was an eye around here. There you are. Small key? A bundle of... Ooh. That made me Mel Blanc angry. Mel Blangry. Gonzo's Razor, thank you for resubbing for 3 months and congrats on your second Tomar Emerald. Hello, Tommy. I hope you're having a nice day. Small question. If your beard gains sentience, would you feed it spaghetti? No, no. Would kill it and never tell anyone my beard gains sentience. No one could ever know. Would banish the beard and grow a new non-sentient beard. By banish it, I mean from this plane of existence. I will not tolerate my beard to have a will of its own. It's not a world I'm willing to live in. Ooh, we unrotated the rotated room. Perhaps now the... Ooh, the master key, huh? What if it said nice things about you, asked Lightning Dean? Look, again, a talking beard is no beard I want to deal with. Do I have to kill you guys to get out of here? There we go. What if it whispered lotto secrets to you? Alright, now you're... Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This is becoming valuable. This beard, this new hypothetical beard is much better than the old hypothetical beard. It simply had sentience. Now it's like a psychic beard. Have I been up here before? Can you hookshot the hearts? I just know I'm gonna have some sort of platforming bungle. No, screw it. I'm not taking them. I'm not falling for this trap. Oh, you creep. You creepy creep hand. No! Did it mutate back into a bigger hand? Alright. That's how you deal with a bunch of little angry hands. Small key? Should just have let it kill me so that my fairy would stop this incessant beeping. Oh, we've been here before. Alright, I'm gonna try to get those. I'm gonna try to get those hearts now. Now that I don't care about falling. Oh, so cruel. Now I have to remember where the hell I needed the small key. I think it was over this way. Oh no. Is it over this way? Yeah, I know the key is for a locked door. Oh my god, Ozzy. Talk down to me, please. Please. Oh no. This is where I got the initial, one of the initial small keys. It was the door to the side. I feel like I have to retwist that hallway. Am I imagining that? I feel like it was through the twisted version of the hallway. Tomar, the hearts is your health. Oh, thank you, Milkogi. That makes a lot of sense now that you mention it. Weird things kept happening whenever I ran out. Use C to boost? Which C? Which C, 3-time tiger? There's 4 of them. You don't expect me to press all the C's, only to realize this isn't Star Fox. Yeah, left C. That's what I thought. Zelda for to win hates the HD textures. And yet here we are, enjoying ourselves some real HD textures. Alright, so can I shoot this and untwist the room? I can! Or sorry, retwist the room. think that's where I want to go now. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're back in the Poe stairwell. The original Poe stairwell. Just checking, but you have the official N64 microphone plugged in, right? You actually need it to beat this dungeon. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Can't believe I went this far without having my official N64 microphone plugged into my Rumble Pack slot. Oh, and thank you, Haas and Fevroni, for the 100 bits, by the way. Alright, here's where we were trying to get. Okay. Why am I in this blood room? Oh, I get it. I get it. It is frozen, so I must... Okay. Ah, damn it. It's gonna be a long day. Alright. Bam! Up. Now the room is reverse twisted. That twisted hallway, man. Whoa! Whoa! Alright.
No talent! Mediocre piece of shit!
Hasa Feferoni, how could you do that? First of all, thank you for the 100 bits. Tomar, if there were one enemy that you would like to see come back in the next LOZ title, which one would it be? Annoying evil hands that grab you. Definitely. And that's not just because that's the last thing I thought about. I always thought those were a cool, like, creepy element in all the games they appeared in. Like, I used to legit have nightmares about them. Because they were just the idea of, like, a hand that just comes out of nowhere and removes you. I don't know. Always creep me out. Haas Pepperoni, also, thank you for the 777 bits. And the declaration of no talent. Hopping it and hipping it and hippity hop. Oh, is this a new stairwell? It doesn't seem to be. I didn't twist that whole room for nothing, did I? Do I want to drop through this hole in the floor? Well, I'm gonna. Oh, this looks new. Am I gonna regret going for that chest? Papoose, watch out! The ceiling is falling down. It's gonna... You terrible thing. It'd be cool if you could just walk on top of it all. Alright. So that white one's open in the area right next to the chest. Okay. What's that shit? Oh god! Now I have a minute to solve the puzzle. I'm not gonna do it fast enough, you guys. There's so much puzzle to move. This is not even... This is a red herring. I was never supposed to move this one. Oh, goodness gracious. It takes so long to push these stupid things. Something absolutely evil's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh boy. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, at least it keeps them in the same position. Oh! No, it ruins it. Man, could these things move any slower? You bastard. Thank you, Milk Gogi, for the gifted sub to Benny. Benny20770. Oh, messed up the timing on that. And now we're in Veep territory. Oh, too late. We got ya. Alright. Just need one more good jumping slash like that. And he's a goner. Alright. That's 3/4 of the flames. I really hope there's hearts in these pots. Yes. Oh, we brought it back around. What's that thing? That's right, he becomes a mini boss. Is there a way to identify the real one, or I feel like I'm shooting in the dark? I assume there's like subtle differences or something. Wow. All wrong guesses. Oh, I got you. Whatever, worked out. Elevators up. Elevators up. Oh, I couldn't get the arrows in time. Well, there's the master key door, or the boss door. You can rotate this whole room, huh? There's another spider in here where there was a spider. What are the odds? Okay. A bundle o' arrows. Let's keep rotating this big room. Clockwise is the only wise I know. Alright. The big switch. Alright, I think now, with enough rotations, we should be able to get to the boss door. Nope. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. Alright, looks like there's another switch specifically for that. Gonna keep rotating clockwise. Also, thank you, Haas and Pepperoni, for the 23 bits. I'll take my 777 back, man. You have talent, and I'm sorry. Please read en español. You're asking me to translate what I just did? Wait, didn't we just... I swear I was just here. Okay, here's the other switch. Let's keep her rotating. Thanks, Golden Pen, for the 100 bits. Hey, Tomar, after you beat OOT, which game will you try and beat next? Oh, that's a good question. I haven't given that much thought, truth be told. I mean, when do I ever? Like a game to play to beat? I don't know. I remember we tried playing Symphony of the Night once a long time ago. Okay. This time it should work. If I hit this, it should open that. But the time we played Symphony of the Night, it was using, what's it called? What's that thing where everyone can mess me up that I haven't done in forever? Because it makes everybody mess me up. Alright, what's the big idea? Is there something unique I'm looking for? Or am I just supposed to shoot a random painting to start this? Is there a Poe hidden in one of these paintings? I love when chat picks perks or curses. And that sort of stuff is cool. Oh, crowd control was what I was thinking of. And yeah, some other people already said that in chat, I just realized. But yeah, crowd control. And I feel like we wound up hard crashing the game thanks to crowd control. We haven't touched it since. Oh, it's the mere act of trying to leave that activates the fight. I see. What the freak? What the frickin' heck? Thank you, boy Gert, for resubbing with Prime for 2 months, by the way. Evil spirit from beyond, Phantom Ganon? Oh god. Okay, so there's trap Ganons and real Ganons. So one of these Ganon's riding in. Alright. We just gotta knock him back. Please be the real Ganon. Oh! We're gonna get clobbered. Oh, I managed to dodge his attack at least that time. Oh. It's that kind of fight, huh? A classic Ganon duel. Oh, don't I feel silly? Alright, I gotta get my timing better. Okay, he goes high. Yeah! First try. Technically got him. First try.
Hey kid, you did quite well. Looks like you may be gaming. Sorry, it looks like you may be gaming. But you have defeated only my phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy. What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish it to the gap between dimensions.
We did it. You must be a gamer. Are you asking me, F. Kim, to do a trumpet guy thing with that filter on?
You're nothing! You're worthless! Who the hell are you?
It still kind of sounds like him.
I want Bob Dylan up on the stage in 1973. Who the fuck are you?
Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. I am Saria, the sage of the Forest Temple. I always believed that you would come because I know you. No, you don't have to explain it to me, because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. I will stay here as the forest sage and help you. Now please take this medallion. Oh, by the way, thank you, the Great Newt, for the 10 bits. Would you ever consider playing Mario 64? Yeah, I would. Honestly, this got me all hyped to play more N64 games. I originally got this so we could continue our Donkey Kong 64 playthrough on Oni Plays, but we haven't gotten that group back together since last year. Oh, that was me, Zach, Chris, and Adam P, I want to say. Baffy Lamb, thank you for resubbing for 15 months. No, for 21 months. 15 months in a row. House of Everoni, thank you for the 100 bits. Way easier than that Vulva Dragon, eh? So saith Phantom Ganon. Well, I was apparently supposed to fight this guy first. 3-time Tiger, thank you for the 45 bit. Link, it's me, Missile. Can you believe I'm a forest sage? That's a callback. That's called a callback to Ghost Trick. B Brutalizer, thank you for resubbing for 8 months. Yeah, it is funny she had to remind you she's Saria. She literally hasn't even aged. They didn't bother making her like a new, older looking model even. Whatever. You received the Forest Medallion. Saria is dead. I mean, she's in the Phantom Realm or whatever. The Holy Realm, the realm, the place where the Triforce lives, I guess. Oh, I guess that is a thing, huh? The Kokiri really don't age. They all did look the same in the village, now that you mention it. Fine, they don't age. Sorry. Or they just said they don't age so that they could be lazy and not have to make new models for all those characters.
Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up. That's a plot point that we were literally just discussing. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you are not a Kokiri, you are actually a Hylian. I am happy to finally reveal this secret to you. Some time ago, before the king of Hyrule, they shouldn't have picked this voice, ruled this country, there was a fierce war between our worlds. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest.
That's better, right?
The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny, whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now finally the day of destiny has come. You are a Hylian, and were always bound to leave this forest. And now you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do. That's right, you must jerk off for 15 minutes straight while I watch. I mean, you must save the land of Hyrule. Now, Papoose, this guy's evil. I can't believe he said that. Now, Papoose, break the curses on all the temples and return peace to Hyrule. Hassan Pfefferoni, thank you for the 100 bits. The Go XLR is why I'm here, not you, Tomar. Thank you. The Goxler. Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and okay, no. Okay. I almost thought he was gonna do the whole freaking spiel over again. Dun 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 dun. Aw, all the little Kokiris are back outside. Yeah, I'll take your adoration. I still think you really look like somebody I've seen before, mister. How about thank you? Teach me some fancy fencing. All I've ever done is tap B all my life. Alright, now you know. Now that the Deku Tree Sprout is growing in the Great Deku Tree's meadow, the forest has returned to normal. What is it, Navi? An Arctic wind is blowing from Zora's river. Do you feel it? I'm gonna go back to Hyrule Town and sell that Poe. That's what I feel. Do 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 do. Don't clip that. Why do you guys have to clip that? Oh well, it's my fault for saying it. That was definitely a little vulgar for my brand. I feel guilty already. Can't make jokes. Can't make jokes on the internet. Whatever. I never wanted a child audience to begin with. And it's late, dang it. At least in my country it's late. Is that bridge kind of busted?
Alright, I think this is where the Po Man lives.
Oh, you brought a Po today. This is a normal Po. Here are your 10 rupees. Take them.
That's really all you're gonna give me. And I already had a full wallet. Don't I feel silly? Oh well, I guess I would have felt more silly if that was actually worth something. Because it all went into a pit. Oh. Is Sheik still here guarding the way?
He is guarding the way.
I don't see anyone in there, so there must not be anyone in there.
You destroyed wicked creatures that haunted the temple and awakened the sage. But there are still other sages who need your help. In order to awaken all the other sages, you must become even more powerful. You must travel over mountains, underwater, and even through time. If you want to return to your original time, remember the master... return the Master Sword to the pedestal of time. By doing this, you will travel back in time 7 years. The time will come when you will have to return here quickly. I will teach this to you for when that time comes. The song to return you to the Temple of Time. The Prelude of Light.
Played on harp. Harpsichord. Upright. Upright, left, up. Sheik is pretty dang cute, huh, Snot?
Why do I have all these feelings about Sheik? I don't understand.
You have learned the Prelude of Light.
As long as you hold the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword, you hold time itself in your hands. Papoose, we shall meet again.
Wait, that didn't sound like a guy's voice. Hold on a sec. Wait, what? Why does me noticing you confirm you're the most hated mod, Snot? Oh, I'm back to being a little rascal. A little rapscallion, if you will. I'm locked out of my coolest items, but I'm back, baby. I'm back to little Kid Link. I'm going back to Lon Lon Ranch to learn his song and get a dang horse already. That's what this has all been about. It's always been about getting Epona. Oh, I love it when the world isn't over.
Oh. Bum, 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 bum.
Think about how much faster we could get around once we have a real horse. We won't have to do this. We made it. I want a real life pony. What does Marin do at night again? She's not out here at night, is she? I'm gonna play that there sun song. Right down up. There's Marin and Epona. Ah! The horses are getting loose. Oh, it's the fairy boy again. I heard you found my dad. How'd you like the castle? Did you see the princess? Dad came home in a hurry after you found him. Hee hee. Oh yeah, I have to introduce you to my friend Fairy Boy. She's really, like, laying it on thick with the Fairy Boy. Her name, she's this horse. Her name is Epona. Isn't she cute? Seems like Epona is afraid of you. My mother composed this song, isn't it nice? Let's sing together. Oh, cute ocarina. Are you gonna play this song with that ocarina? She's making the horse freak out in the background. The Call of the Wild. You've learned Epona's song. Finally, it all comes back around. Now he is gonna headbutt me to death. She's grown fond of you, fairy boy. Better save before I forget. Oh, that was a bunch of fun. We beat the forest temple. Only took us way too long. I hope you guys all have a wonderful night.
Monster gift!
And Captain Squiggles, oh my goodness, thank you for the monster gift. It truly is payday. Thank you. And you have benefited Mortz McYort, Andy McCorbs, ALO, ALMAO 1999, Unknown Rhythm, and Dick Lotion Spawn True. All right. Well, with that, it's been a blast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to grow 10 times this size to say to all a good night. Bye-bye.